for your listening entertainment. I now present to you Gene Shepherd's Wisconsin Hodag. Glance it.
Long ago, in Rhinelander, Wisconsin,
there lived a lumberjack named Gene Shepherd.
Gene was one of many lumberjacks who worked in the North Woods.
Hey, Gene. I see that you're done cutting down the trees. Are you just about ready to take these logs to town?
I sure am. Let's go.
I will race you two down to the river. Ready? Mike, you know that we can't beat you. You're too fast of a runner for us. Larry, Mike, and Gene drove the logs down the Wisconsin River to the busy lumbering towns.
Here the logs were taken out of the water and moved to sawmills or factories where they were made into lumber and furniture.
The next week, Gene Shepherd was busy cutting down trees again.
This day started out like any other day.
However, Gene was in for a big surprise.
After cutting down 100 trees, I decided to take a quiet walk on one of my favorite forest trails. He noticed tracks made by badgers, rabbits, and deer.
He stopped to watch a pair of beavers build a dam across the stream.
Gene looked at the forest flowers growing beneath the trees. Something seemed different.
There's something not quite right. And what's that unusual odor? He started to search through the bushes and tall grasses to find where the smell is coming from.
Right in front of him, Gene saw a strange animal, unlike any he had ever seen before.
Gene said to himself,
What kind of beast has big green eyes and a back that is covered with long, sharp spines? The beast's legs were short and heavy. It had bristly green fur and two large horns on its head.
There were pointed claws at the ends of its stubby feet.
Flame shot out of the creature's nostril as it swung its weird tail back and forth.
What kind of creature is this? Cried Gene. It looks mean and dangerous. I better get out of here fast.
Gene sprinted all the way back to Rhinelander.
He had to tell someone about the strange and awful creature he had encountered in the woods.
Gene called together some of his lumberjack friends.
Hey, Gene, what's all the fuss? Why do you look so frightened? Take a deep breath, Gene. Now, what did you see?
I saw the most hideous creature ever. It looked part dinosaur and part bulldog. It had pointed claws, horns, and it shot fire from its nose. I'm not sure, but I think it was a Hodag.
But the Hodag is only a story we used to tell around the campfire when we were kids. It's not real, is it? I'm not sure. Hey, why don't we capture this Hodag and prove they exist? I think that people from all over would like to see a living myth.
Thanks, guys. First, we should make a plan. I think it might work if we all pitch in.
The brave lumberjacks gathered some tools and equipment and set off into the forest.
They headed straight for the spot where Gene had last seen the ferocious Hodag.
Dig a wide, deep hole in the ground, boys.
We will need to cover the pit with branches. The Hodag is one big, mean monster. Once he's captured, we don't want him to get away. I think Mike, our fastest runner, should complete the final part of our plan. We know from the stories we were told that the main food source for the Hodag is all-white bulldogs. However, all-white bulldogs are scarce in Rhinelander. What should we use to lure him instead?
I got it! We can use Samson the ox for bait. When the monster starts to chase him, Mike can lead Samson to the edge of the pit. Mike, you'll need to turn him aside at the last minute.
Got it. The Hodag will tumble into the trap and will cage the creature. Suddenly, the Hodag appeared and made a noise so deep and loud. It shook leaves and branches from the tree. The lumberjacks were frozen with fear.
Just in time, Gene snapped out of the trance and yelled,
It's coming our way! Run, Mike! Lead it to the trap!
The Hodag began to chase Mike and Samson. The beast's legs were short but powerful.
It moved swiftly, tearing out trees and underbrush in its path. On and on they ran toward the pit.
Only 50 yards separated the monster from Mike and Samson. Then 20 yards, then 10.
Mike, remember to swerve aside at the edge of the pit.
Mike and Samson swerved and the Hodag ran over the branch-covered trap. It crashed into the hole.
What a terrible roar the Hodag made when it fell into the bottom of the pit. The noise shook the ground and people claimed to hear it for miles around.
The Hodag is captured, Gene. The plan worked.
Nice job, guys. Now let's get this creature locked up in the box and show people of Rhinelander that we caught a Hodag.
Back in Rhinelander, Brave, Mike O'Rourke, and Samson were heroes of the day.
Gene, does the Hodag really breathe fire?
He certainly does.
Mike, is he an ugly creature?
An uglier, meaner creature you'll never find.
Good citizens of Rhinelander, now that the Hodag is captured, I think I will take it on a tour throughout Wisconsin.
He displayed the caged monster in poorly lit tents at all of the county fairs.
First, he went to Wausau, then to Antigo, and on, thrilling thousands of people with the mysterious creature.
Gene would call out to the crowds. Gene would call out to the crowds.
Come take a look at the meanest, ugliest creature ever found in Wisconsin's North Woods. See the terrible Hodag, folks, but stay back. He's nasty and cannot be trusted.
It wasn't long until June Shepherd's Hodag was being talked about all over the country. Writers, newspapermen, and scientists were all interested in the strange creature.
I think it may be a type of prehistoric animal.
I would like to examine the creature more closely. It could be a new species of animal. How exciting! Come on, Gene. Let us take a closer look.
But Gene kept them all at a distance. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I can't let you get close to the Hodag. Trust me, he's far too wild and dangerous for you to handle.
Finally, so many reporters demanded to see the Hodag, Gene was forced to bring his creature out of the dark tent into the open.
This is nothing but a fake!
The Hodag is just a colored stump covered with oxide.
The horns and spikes are from common cattle!
The movement is controlled by wires like a puppet.
This discovery, however, took nothing away from the Hodag's popularity. People from across the state and region continued to travel up the Rhinelander to view Shepherd's Hodag.
Although the original creature was destroyed by fire near the turn of the century, the Hodag continued to gain popularity.
By the 1920s, an extremely popular postcard showing the Hodag's capture spread throughout the region. Soon Rhinelander became known as Hodag City, and its citizens proudly advertised its unique identity.
To this day, many believe the Hodag still prowls the countryside at night, devouring white bulldogs. Many sightings have been claimed.
So the next time you're out in the woods and something seems not quite right,
You might hear a strange sound and see the most hideous creature ever. Part dinosaur and part bulldog.
look, it's a Hodag!
I'm Peyton and I was the Hodag. I'm Gretchen and I was Samson the Ox.
I'm April and I played Susie. I'm Ethan and I played Scientist Uno.
I'm Mitchell and I played Gene Shepherd.
I'm Ryan O, and I played Tommy.
I'm Ian and I played Larry.
I'm Nick and I play Scientist Dos.
I'm Anna and I played Narrator 2.
I'm Gia and I played Narrator 3.
Hi, I'm Jason and I played Mike. Good morning. My name is Anthony Nemeth and I played Narrator 1. Bye. Long ago in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, there was a runner for us. Larry, Mike, and Gene drove the logs down the Wisconsin River to the brave of our plan. Oh, I thought it was my turn. Yeah. The brave lumberjacks gathered some tools and back in Rhinelander, brave Michael Rourke and Sam.
Come and take a look at the meanest, ugliest creature ever found in Wisconsin's North Woods. See the terrible Hodag, folks. But stay back. He's nasty and cannot be trusted.
I think it may be.
But Jean kept them all at.
I'm sorry.